Hey everybody, it's me Arlene, Delicious Delights. Today I want to do some sniffing with you guys. I picked up some travel size perfumes a while back and I actually haven't tried most of them. It's in this box here. There are some niche perfumes in here, so I do want to go through some of these scents, or actually all of them. There's like 6 here in total, but there's one in here that I am looking forward to the most. This fragrance is probably my #1 favorite perfume discovery of the entire year. I have talked about this fragrance maybe 3 or 4 months ago when I first tried it. It is a new release. I was completely in love with it. My husband loved it as well, and I picked up a travel size of it. So I will leave that to the very end of the video. I also have a story about that scent that was kind of interesting for me. So I will leave that to the very end. And before that, I'll talk about the other niche scents here. I'll go through those and see if any are a love at first sniff for me. But before I begin with the sniffing, I do want to talk or respond to some comments that I received in a previous video. I received a comment on my last video. It was about the unicorn perfumes, and I mentioned in that video that Sticky Dates was a unicorn for me, and apparently it was in the comments by a few of you. It's already part of their permanent collection. I had no idea about that. That's really good news because I love Sticky Dates. I love the shower gel. I'm using that currently, and I just love that super rich caramel Sticky Dates toffee kind of vanilla scent in the shower, but I would like to have a body spray to put over it when I'm out of the shower so it lasts longer. But that's really, really nice to know that Sticky Dates is back in their collection. I checked on the Lush Netherlands website and it's not available. But apparently I read that it's now permanent in the UK and also in Canada. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can get my hands on that. Hopefully they come back as a regular scent in the Netherlands as well. I'm not really sure what's happening with that, but thank you to the person who told me about that, because I had no idea that it was going to be part of their regular collection, but I'm glad to hear it. So let's move on to some perfumes. As I said earlier, there's 6 in here. The last one is the one that I am most excited about, and the rest I'll just see if it's a love at first sniff or not, and I have tried one of them already. I might as well start off with that one, and it's from Biro. It's called De Los Santos Eau de Parfum. This is a cute little travel or mini of it. Look at that. It's adorable. Wow. I really love these cute little minis. I don't love that they're not sprayable. It's just like you can open the cap like this. I wish they were sprays, but unfortunately they're not. And why do they not make them into sprays? I remember buying a Dior travel size set way back when, duty free, and the little bottles, 5 mils, I think they were 5 mils, they all had little sprays on them, which was really, really nice, because then you could actually spray them on rather than dabbing them. But it's very rare that I see little minis like this with the spray. It's like they almost don't want you to wear them. They're just for display. Well, of course you can wear them, you can decant them, you can dab them on, but I think spraying is the best way to use or wear perfume, or to apply perfume. Anyways, so this cute little travel size is De Los Santos. It is how many mils? It doesn't say. I'm going to guess 10 mils. And so I have tried this one already, and I like this scent. I'll just get a little test strip here, dip it in, that fits really nicely. But it's been a while, so De Los Santos to me smells very woody. And there's also a really nice boozy kind of scent in here. It kind of reminds me of a boozy drink, like vodka, straight vodka scent. And if you were to put it in a glass, it's a wooden glass, because the wooden scent is also, the woody scent is also very prominent in here. And then you have some ice cubes in there. So it's very cold, clean, crisp, boozy, woody vodka scent. And I did try this already on skin, and I remember wearing it on my hand here. And it was weird because I was drinking a glass of water with ice in it when I was testing the scent. And the scent was here, and every single time I took a sip of my water, I would smell De Los Santos as well at the same time. So even though I was drinking a glass, just a plain glass of ice water, it honestly felt like I was drinking a glass of vodka with ice. And that's never happened to me before. It was just such a weird thing where I was drinking it and smelling it at the same time. And so the water tasted like the scent, which is like vodka, water, and ice. And woods as well. There's no sweetness in here to me. It's mostly just that woody, boozy, clean, transparent scent. And it feels very smooth as well, just like the vodka going down your throat. And I do like the scent. I probably wouldn't need a bottle of this. I can just wear it from here, but I like the scent. I think it's nice, especially if you're into clean, woody, boozy scents. So let's see here what the notes are for De Los Santos. All right, so here's what the bottle looks like, just like the other scents from the Biro collection. The main accords are musky, amber, aromatic, herbal, powdery, iris, soft, spicy, fruity, fresh, spicy, and sweet. And it was released in 2022. And the notes in the top, we have sage and mirabelle. Middle notes are orris root and cistus incanis. Never heard of that. Base notes are olibanum, musk, and ambroxan. So there aren't any boozy notes in this one, but to me it smells like vodka mostly and woods. And yeah, I smell musk in here now too, now that I've read it on Fragrantica. So yeah, it's not a love at first sniff for me, but I think it's nice. Classy smelling, smells expensive, and very, very pleasant. Easy wear kind of scent. So that was the first one, De Los Santos from Biro. Now let's randomly choose the next one. Here it is. And here we have Eccentric Molecules Molecule 01 plus black tea. So actually I have tried this one. Forgot about this one. It's been a while since I've smelled this, but I believe I even made a video on this. So this is one of their newer releases. Probably last year it came out. The Molecule 01 perfumes they came out with, like plus ginger, which I really liked, and also this one here, that's black tea, which is hard to come out. There it is. And this one is 8.5 mils. Okay, it doesn't want to spray. Let's see. There we go, finally. This is really, really nice. Yeah. So the main thing here, as expected, is the black tea. I really love to drink black tea. I drink it every day. Also green tea I really like, My husband is crazy about tea. And yeah, this really smells like authentic, realistic black tea leaves. If you were to open the little jar and put your nose in this jar, you would smell that really nice, rich, full black tea scent. But I also smell the black tea when it's already steeped. So you would smell that smoky black tea from the glass as it's steeping. It smells really nice and comforting and realistic, literal black tea scent. And then in the background, you get some musk that's also very soft, very comforting, warm, cozy. Just a very polite, realistic, non-offensive, mass appealing black tea scent. I think it's phenomenal, and I'm very, very happy that I have a travel size of it now. So there's the bottle. Looks like it doesn't come with a cap. And the main accords are green, woody, musky, amber, fresh, and ozonic. This was released in 2023, and there's only 2 notes listed, black tea and ISO-E Super. So it smells great. I really like it. If you're looking for a very simple, straightforward, literal black tea scent, I think this is probably one of the better ones that I've ever smelled. And I really, really enjoy tea perfumes. I just find them to be very comforting and relaxing. And I really, really enjoy this one a lot. Okay, so far we're 2 for 2. Let's move on to the next perfume. And it's this one here. This one is called Ella K, that's the house, and the perfume is called Cri du Kalahari. And I have not tried this perfume before. This Ella K house isn't that popular. I don't hear much about it in the fragrance community. I do own one perfume from Ella K, and it's called Florence, Baisir de Florence, something like that. It is a gorgeous, sweet incense perfume that I'm not sure if I've made a video on, but I really enjoy that one. So let's give this one a try. Cri du Kalahari. Okay, very, very big spray on this one. Okay, so what I'm getting is a very soft, musky, floral scent. Also some woodiness in the background. And that musk in there is very airy and light and wispy and breezy. There's a picture of woods or some kind of tree. I'm not sure if that's showing up there. Yeah, but it looks like a tree there in the picture and on the sticker here. And the impression that I'm getting is a very soft, smooth, musky smelling woodiness. I'm also getting some floral notes in there in the background, but mostly musky, woody, not very sweet. It smells very realistic. I'm also now picturing the scent of mixed woods in a carpenter shop or a place where they sell different wood, maybe some firewood in there as well. It smells a bit dry and kind of in the same family as the De Los Santos to me. The woodiness in De Los Santos reminds me of that woodiness, musky woodiness in here too. It's all right. It smells pleasant. Whenever I'm in the mood for something not very sweet, this is something I can see myself wearing as an elegant, classy smelling, woody, musky scent with a little bit of floral notes in there. So yeah, most of the time I reach for sweet scents, gourmands, freshy sweets, citruses. But yeah, I think this would be nice for probably cooler weather kind of scent. It's pleasant. All right, so the bottle looks like that, which is very similar or the same as the other ones that I've seen from Ella K. There's only one accord listed for this one, and it's just woody. This was released in 2019. The nose is Sonia Constant, and the notes listed are, there's only one note, baobab. And I believe that's a tree. So you can see there the tree that looks very similar to the tree here. So I've heard of baobab as in the scent in candles, but I don't think I've ever heard of the note in perfume. So, interesting. There's definitely more going on in the scent other than that woody note. It is the dominant note, but I get other things as well. Musky, slightly floral, very airy, realistic smelling, wood shop, firewood, maybe a little bit of smokiness too, and I like it. I like it for a change from my normal what I reach for normally. So, Ella K Creed Kalahari. Not bad at all. Now let's move on to the next one here. And we have a scent from Marc Antoine Barra. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This one is called Tiia. Eau de Parfum. It's 10 ml. And I have tried another one from this house, the Ganymede. I think that one's kind of popular in the fragrance community. I don't think I've heard anyone talk about this one though, Tiia. I believe this one is a newer scent. And there's a nice little bow on there. So let's give this one a try. There's a big opening there, so then I can just dip my little test strip in there. All right, so Tiia by Marc Antoine Barrois, or Barrois. I don't know how to say that. Very nice, sweet scent that reminds me of red licorice. Yeah, it smells like Twizzlers. And you can see the color of the bow here is kind of similar to the color of Twizzlers. Sugary, candy-like. I'm even picturing the texture of Twizzlers as well, like kind of chewy and soft. Yeah. But other than that, I smell some creamy florals as well in the background. And probably some fruits. I'm picturing some berries, red berries, like a sweet raspberry Twizzler flavor. And some flowers as well. So yeah, very, very pleasant. Very nice and kind of nostalgic for me. I doubt there's Twizzler notes in this one. It's probably mixed florals, but let's check on Fragrantica now what the notes are for Tiia. All right, so the bottle looks like that, which is very similar to the little travel size of it, or mini. So the accords for Tiia are yellow floral, sweet, white floral, powdery floral, honey, green, and vanilla. This was released in 2024. The nose is Quinton Bish, and the notes in the top, lime or linden blossom, jasmine sambac, and broom. The middle notes are heliotrope, vetiver, and orange blossom. The base notes are ambro fix and Georgie wood. I don't think I've heard of Georgie wood before. That's new to me. So yeah, it's mostly floral, a lot of floral notes in here. I smell some fruity notes in here too. It's not listed in the notes, but I smell that for sure. Some vanilla, yes. But mostly sweet Twizzlers and the floral notes, like a mixed floral bouquet. Very pleasant smelling and unique. Definitely have not smelled anything like this before, which I like. I love coming across scents that are new to me, especially having smelled and tested so many perfumes for quite some years. This is different, and I really, really appreciate that. So yeah, this is nice. Tiia from Marc-Antoine Barrois. And there's one more before I get into my favorite one. It's this one here. This one is from Fugazi, and it's called Angel Dust. And I already have one of these. I remember what it smells like, but it's been a very long time since I've smelled it or worn it. So this is an extrait de parfum. There are notes on the side here: dark wood, cashmere, white amber, and pink pepper. I'll quickly show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is the little travel size. I remember this one being super strong and musky mostly, kind of like an ISO E-Super Molecule 01 scent. Very nice spray on this one. Yeah. Powdery, soft, strong, intense, musky, woody scent. I mean, it's all right. I'm not crazy about the scent. It's not something that I would crave to wear. But if you're into like those scents that are your skin but better kind of scents, like not a perfume, kind of reminds me of this as well. Those molecular scents. Then you might want to give this one a try. It's not really my cup of tea, but it smells pleasant. Super musky, super beast mode. It's all right, you guys, just not my favorite. There is one that I am curious about this house that was released this year. It's called Vanilla Haze, and I saw the ad for it, and I think it was something like a vanilla ice cream with some caramel on top, if I'm not mistaken, or something like a creme brulee scent. So hopefully I can get my nose on that one. But the Angel Dust is all right, just not something that really excites me very much. Just isn't my style of perfume, but it's okay. So those were the travel sizes. Of these ones, I think my favorite would be the black tea, Molecule 01 plus black tea. I love tea scents in general, and this smells very, very realistic, and I really like that a lot. Followed by the Tiia Twizzlers kind of scent. Mixed floral, fruity, sweet, vanilla, and very unique smelling, and very classy smelling as well. Now, finally, you guys, this is the number one scent that is in this box, and actually this I think is the best perfume that I've smelled the entire year. I do have a short story to tell you about this scent in particular. And so I was waiting for the train. My train was running a little bit late, And what I do when it's running late, or just in general when I'm waiting for a train, I don't like just standing in one spot. I like walk up and down the platform just to, move a little bit. And so I was walking up and down the platform and I smelled something very, very nice and something very recognizable and familiar to me. And it smelled amazing. It was this gentleman. He looked like maybe mid-30s, very well dressed, very handsome, and I was intrigued by the scent. I walked back and forth. He was just on his phone, playing on his phone, waiting for the train as well. And I kept on walking by, and I got a little bit closer, and I just could not get over how beautiful the scent was. And I went up to him finally, and I asked him what it was that he was wearing. And I was super embarrassed because that takes a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? It takes a lot for me to do that because I, in real life, am a shy person, especially when it comes to strangers. When I already know the person, I'm not shy at all. I have a big mouth. But with new people, I am very shy, but I just needed to confirm just to make sure because I really love the scent. And he told me what it was, and I told him that I love the scent, and he was like, "Oh, thank you." And he was very happy about it, and he had a smile, so that was really nice. And the scent that he wore was Killian Old Fashioned. And so I talked about this scent a few months ago when it was released. I said it was the #1 niche scent that I discovered this year, and it still is, you guys. This is a absolutely phenomenal scent, you guys. When I was testing this, my husband also smelled this on me, and he fell in love with it. He was like, "Wow, that smells so good." I wore this one under my big jacket, and it was kind of warm, and there was an opening in, the zipper. So I would get the scent kind of waft up into my nose from where I sprayed it. And I got this beautiful, beautiful scent coming out from the opening of my jacket up into my nose. And it was strong enough that my husband, who was walking beside me, he smelled it as well, and he really loved it. So you guys, this is my #1 favorite niche release of the year. So it's Old Fashioned Eau de Parfum. This is a 7.5 mils. There's a little logo of the K on top there. Is it showing? Not really, but K for Killian, of course. And the little travel size looks like this. And it's a very strong scent. So this one will last me a very, very, very long time, because maybe 1 or 2 sprays, 3 max, is all I need. Okay. Wow. This is so delicious. Oh my gosh. I love boozy scents, sweet, boozy, realistic scents. And as much as I love Angel Share from Killian, this comes very, very, very close to being even better than that. Just barely. Like, I would say if you were to ask me on one day, my favorite Killian scent would be Angel Share. And if you ask me the day after, it would be this, because these 2 Killian boozy scents are the best out of the collection, easily, you guys. And actually the best boozy scents I've ever smelled in my entire life. I think Killian does the best boozy perfumes. And oh my gosh, it is sweet, warm, realistic, luxurious. It smells like an expensive whiskey. And I love it, you guys. And I loved it on that guy that I saw at the train station waiting for the train. Yeah, it was awkward. And even when I think about it going back, I felt awkward and he felt awkward. But at least I know what he wore, and I love it even more now because the sillage on this was amazing. When I wore it, I smelled my own sillage. My husband loved it. My best friend loves this as well. And I can't get enough of the scent of this Old Fashioned. It is perfection. If you're into boozy scents, this is definitely one to get your nose on. And yeah, I honestly think it's the best perfume I've smelled all year. I mean, it's not over yet, but I think this is going to be the winner. Well, for sure for niche, it is the #1 perfume I've smelled. So yeah, and it's the most impressive scent, or it's one that impressed me the most. And I think I read before that this is similar to an older scent from Killian that they stopped making called Single Malt. And I have tried Single Malt a long time ago, but I'm not able to compare the two because I don't have a sample of it anymore. But I remember really loving Single Malt. So if you guys have any information on that, whether it's the same scent or if it's been reformulated or if they just changed the name, I would love to hear about it. But yeah, this is amazing, Old Fashioned, best sillage, best discovery of the year, best boozy scent that I've smelled of the year for sure, and one of the few best of all time. Just best everything. I love this, and I'm very, very happy that I now have a travel size of it. So let's now check the notes for Old Fashioned. Main accords are amber, warm, spicy, sweet, herbal, balsamic, powdery, aromatic, nutty, woody, and green. It was released this year, 2024. The nose is Sidonie Lancesseur, and the notes in the top, wheat and Davana. Middle notes are Immortelle and cedar. Base notes are Tolu, balsam, and styrax. And all of those together smells like whiskey, the best kind you can ever find. And it has a really nice sweetness in here too that has kind of a almost syrupy texture, but not too heavy. I'm in love with the scent, and yeah, I'm happy that I built up the courage to ask him what it was, even though it was awkward. In Canada, though, it wouldn't come off awkward, I think. But in the Netherlands, I think it's not that common that people or strangers would comment on your fragrance. But yeah, that's Old Fashioned, and I love it. So I'm curious if you guys have tried any of these scents before. Let me know in the comments what you think. Also, if you want to let me know your favorite or best perfume discovery of 2024, it would be nice to hear about that down in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in today to this extremely long video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys very soon in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.